Striking Scorpion 82 season battle reports, one half on YouTube and one half on the Plus channel. Want to catch all the action from our Warhammer 40,000 Battle Report League? Simply head over to the Plus channel website, select the relevant season you wish to access or one of the individual battle reports and hit the Access Now button. Season Ticket is a one-time purchase format granting instant access to the full playlist plus future releases. Season Ticket includes all League battle reports for the year from January through to the Grand Final in December. Don't miss out on any of the action. Help support the channel and get your Season Ticket today. Link in the video description below. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 9th edition, 2,000 points, Drukhari versus Space Wolves. Alright, so welcome to this 2,000 points game, Drukhari versus Space Wolves, as perhaps a glimpse of as one of the knockout games coming later on in the season. Both these armies have been performing well and they may well clash in the knockout stage of our Season 8 battle reports. But for now, we'll just play a warm-up game for 9th edition. Going to play a good few warm-up games just to give all the players on the channel a good chance to learn the rules and to adapt their armies. And it's been enjoyable here. Been able to do some combinations, some fascinating games so far. So Drukhari Space Wolves, I'm not sure if these two sides have collided before, so it'd be interesting to see how well these two armies cope with each other. So before I run through the Drukhari list, I'll just mention the patrons at gold levels: Alex Stillwell, Andrew Swan, Marcus Anthony, Luke Schwengel, Nicholas Lucas, Patrick McPherson, Paul Cook, Will Wright and Zachary Siltonen. And there's one other actually, Nathan Skrazuti. I'm not sure if I pronounced his name correctly. If you're watching, Nathan, then let us know if the name's been pronounced correctly here. So that is all the gold level patrons. You can check out the end credits for those supporting at silver level, and thanks also to those supporting at bronze. And all the proceeds on the Striking Scorpion 82 patron page go to help my local War Games Club, SSWG. So 2,000 points of Drukhari. As I've put out a new video, restructured the army. I put out a video recently. I've listened to some of the subscribers, what they're saying about restructuring the force. So I was running a battalion and then a patrol, but instead going to go for 3 patrols, get rid of the battalion and go for 3 patrols here for this Drukhari list. The way I'm working it out here, the first patrol costs 2 command points, then the warlords in that patrol, so that you get +2, so that cancels itself out. Then to take 2 more patrols is 4 command points in total, so that drops me down to 8 command points. And then the raiding force ability here for the Drukhari, if you have 3 patrols in your army, then you get +4 command points. So really, that then cancels out the 4 command points that have been paid for the 2 other patrols, and therefore I'm back up to 12. And then I've taken an extra warlord trait and an extra relic, so I reckon I should be on 10 command points here at the start of the game. So, for 3 patrols, only 3 HQ choices. I have Drazar, Master of Blades. I have the Archon, who is the Warlord, Blast Pistol and Agonizer for him. Labyrinth Cunning is his Warlord traits is able to harvest command points whenever myself or the opponent uses or spends command points on stratagems. And the relic is Writ of the Living Muse, so that's rerolling ones to wound as well. So he's going to act a little bit like a Space Marine Lieutenant. And then the Archon power grants reroll ones to hit as well. Then the third HQ choice is a succubus. She'll lead the witch patrol here. So she has the blood glaive. It's the glaive that's taken for Cult of the Red Grief. Then she also has a blast pistol as well. Extra warlord trait taken for her. +1 invuln save, so going up to a 3+ invuln save. Combat drugs, I'll cover those in just a moment. So that's all the HQs. We'll cover the witches here, their patrol. So 3 units of witches here. 2 squads with agonizers and blast pistols for the Hecatrix, the squad leader for each. The rest armed with Hecatari blades, and then also there is a shard net and impaler in each of those squads. Then the third squad is the same, but just don't have the points for the shard net and impaler. So then for the other 2 patrols, in one of the patrols I have 1 unit of Carbonite Warriors, unit of 5, and I've taken a blaster in that squad, and the other patrol 2 units of Carbonite Warriors, each with a blaster in that squad. They are Carbon of the Black Heart, so all the vehicles are going to get 6+ Feel No Pain, and our Power from Pain bonus is 1 turn ahead than usual, so some decent upgrades for them. And then for the witches, Cult of the Red Grief, they're able to advance and charge and reroll their charges as well. So the dedicated transports, they're all in the 2. They all come from the 2 patrols. That's Carbon of the Black Hearts. They're all going to get the Inert Suffering bonus, the 6+ Feel No Pain. So I have 2 raiders, both with disintegrator cannons, and then I have 4 venoms, all with the 2 splinter cannons for each of them. Then other units, I have 1 Ravager with 3 Dark Lances, then 2 Void Raven bombers with the Void Raven missiles and the Void Lances and the Void Mine. And then finally, as part of the Witch Cult, you can only take 2 fast attacks, so I've had to merge one of the squads of the Reavers. So unit of 6, there's 2 blasters in that squad, and unit of 3, 1 blaster in that squad just there. Power from Pain, just marked up by these fantastic tokens here. So Painbringer, +1 toughness on this squad. Splinter Mine, +2 leadership, just because I wanted to allocate the powers to some of the other squads. The Grave Lotus has gone to the Succubus, that's +1 strength. Then +1 weapon skill to this squad of witches, +1 attack to this squad, and +2 move to that squad just there. So I think the tokens are fantastic. They come from Grotskull's workshop. You can check him out on Instagram, and he's also on Facebook as well. He creates these amazing tokens that you can use for your games of 40k, and also a lot of kill team sets available from him as well. But that's the Drukhari list, the raiding force ready for war. It's revamped and adjusted here for this 9th edition 40k with the new chapter approved points levels. We'll take a look now and see what the Space Wolves have in their army. Alright, so 2,000 points of the Space Wolves here. Again, this army's been revamped. There's a Tactica video for them, top 5 units, complete army video as well, so you can check that out. It's all live currently on the channel. Before I run through the list, these have been painted on commission by Siege Studios. The link for them is in the video description below. Big thanks to Siege Studios. They've done a great job painting these up. At 90% of the models that you see here, and there'll be a chance to zoom in later on during the musical interlude, but you can check out Siege Studios for your own painting commission work. So this is a battalion detachment and also a patrol detachment as well, just to squeeze in some extra HQ choices. Extra relics been taken as well, so down to 9 command points. So 5 HQ choices available. Crom, Dragon Gaze first of all, then an Iron Priest here with the Tempest Hammer and Hellfrost pistol. He has been given a relic. So he's got the Armour of Russ, granting him a 4+ invuln saves, a few extra bonuses, but just to try and make him last a bit longer on the battlefield. Then there's Ulrich the Slayer, The third HQ choice, he is in the list. Then the Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf Mount, Storm Shield and Thunderhammer for him. He is the actual Warlord here, so I've given him the Wolfenstone, and then he's also carrying, that's the relic, is the Wolfenstone, and the Warlord trait is Saga of the Wolfkin. He gets +1 attack. If he slays 5 enemy models, then that becomes a 6-inch bubble for other units nearby. They start to get +1 attack as well. Then the fifth HQ choice is Bjorn, the Fell-Handed, with the True Claw and twin-linked Las Cannon and Heavy Flamer for him. Bjorn grants an extra command point, so there'll be 10 command points available here for the Space Wolves. Then on to troops choices. 3 units of Blood Claws, so units of 6, a Terminator inside each squad. 2 of them equipped with twin lightning claws, the other equipped with Thunderhammer and Storm Shield, and then your regular Blood Claws here, all equipped with bolt pistols and chainswords. Then 2 units of Grey Hunters, 2 units of 6, again a Terminator buried inside each squad, Power Axe and Stormbolter on this model, Power Sword and Stormbolter on the other, and there's also a Plasma Gun buried in each of those squads as well. Unit of 5 Fenrisian Wolves, unit of 5 Wolfen, 2 of them equipped with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields, Frost Claws for the squad leader, and then the Great Frost Axes for the other 2. Then 2 units of Thunderwolf Cavalry, just the way the points have worked out, they're all equipped with chainswords and bolt pistols. And then along the back here, a character Dreadnought, it's Murderfang. He's made it into the list. And then finally, the Venerable Dreadnought with the Great Fenrisian Axe and Blizzard Shield for him. So that's the list here for the Space Wolves. Aaron Allen will take command. He's led them to battle plenty of times now, and to victory a good number of times as well, as they prepare to take on the Drukhari in this fight. We'll go on to scenario and deployment now for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario here for this battle. It's called Battle Lines, this one, from the Grand Tournament 2020, Strike Force-sized game. So deployment zone looks something like this. Drukhari won the roll-off and have elected to go at this end of the board to their deployment zone marked by the line of red dice. And then the Space Wolves, their deployment zone at this end of the board, just marked by the orange dice. So there's 4 objectives, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. So one of the No Man's Land objectives just here, the other one just on the other side, just on top of the ruin, just there. The home objective of the Space Wolves just next to the containers, and then a bit more in the open, this one here for the Drukhari in their deployment zone. So obviously it's all about controlling these objectives. Take and hold is the primary objective here in this game, so if you control 1 or more objective markers, you get 5 points. 2 or more, you get another 5 points, and a bonus 5 points available if you control more objective markers than the opponent. So the No Man's Land objectives, they will play a vital part in this game. Secondary objectives, we get 3. Both of us have chosen to go for Vital Ground. That's the one that's specific to this mission. At the end of each of your command phases, you score 3 victory points if you control the objective marker in your opponent's deployment zone, and 2 victory points for each objective marker you control that is not in either player's deployment zone. That's the 2 No Man's Land objectives. They do have quite a high points value, for a maximum of 7 points. This secondary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round, but definitely about board control and controlling these objectives. Not so much, yeah, well, there's a good incentive to go for the opponent's objective, but definitely the middle ground is well worth fighting for in this scenario. So then both of us have chosen 2 more secondary objectives. I've gone for Grind Them Down, score 3 victory points at the end of the battle round if more enemy units than friendly units were destroyed this battle round. So there's a chance each turn to pick up points for that. And then I've also gone for Assassinate. Aaron has a good number of characters in his army, so 3 victory points at the end of the battle for each enemy character that was destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. Yeah, so there's plenty of them to try and hunt down in this game. Secondary objectives for Aaron. Engage on all fronts. So 2 victory points at the end of your turn if you have 1 or more units from your army hold within 3 different table quarters, and those units are all more than 6 inches from the centre of the battlefield. It's all about board control here. Score 3 victory points instead if you have 1 or more units from your army hold within each table quarter, and those units are all more than 6 inches from the centre of the battlefield. And then the third and final secondary objective for Aaron here. It's a good choice. Bring it down. 2 victory points at the end of the battle for each enemy monster or vehicle model with a wounds characteristic of 10 or less is destroyed, and 3 victory points for each enemy monster or vehicle with a wounds characteristic of 11 or more. The Drukhari have loads of vehicles here, each of these worth 2 points if Aaron is able to bring them down, and 3 points for each of the flyers if those are able to be destroyed as well. It's a good choice there for a secondary objective. So secondaries have been chosen. We'll go on to deployment now, start alternating placing units on the board. Right, so the battle mat that we're using in this game is from gamemat.eu. It rolls out nice and flat on the table, and put the terrain on top, some stones and scatter just to blend the whole thing in. Nice and quiet for dice rolling, figure friendly as well if your models fall over. It's a nice soft surface for them to land on. A good chunk of the terrain here is from gamemat.eu as well. This is their Gothic terrain set. Pre-painted terrain, so that's simply a case of just unboxing it here and placing it on the board. I've adjusted it slightly. It comes through quite harsh with the highlighting that's done, so I've given it a light spray of some mid-grey, a little bit of green, a little bit of brown, just to give it sort of more of a murky, natural stone kind of look, and that took me about 10 minutes. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain. Alright, so deployment's complete here for both sides. Drukhari finished just before the Space Wolves, but roughly finishing at the same time. So Aaron's gone for a strong force on his left-hand flank. Cavalry, 2 units of Thunderwolf Cavalry. The Wolfen at the front, but obscured by the building here. The Venerable Dreadnought, and then also the Wolf Lord just behind them. So I'll mention terrain. We're going to play light cover here, obscuring. So there's a fair amount of obscuring terrain here for this battle. The AdMech terrain will play as dense and obscuring as well. This will grant +1 to armor saves, but not invulns. And this one will be -1 to hit rolls for units that are taking advantage of that. In the centre, a smaller force here, Bjorn the Fell-Handed on the objective. The Iron Priest just behind him, and a squad of Grey Hunters as well. And then I'll go around to the other side of the board on Aaron's right hand flank. A good sizable chunk of infantry have deployed. So looking something like this, 2 units of Blood Claws right at the very back, Crom and Ulrich the Slayer just behind them, Murderfangs on this right hand side, then Blood Claws here, Grey Hunters on top, and then Fenrisian Wolves at the very front. But Space Wolves deploying in a way to limit the amount of shots that the Drukhari can get against them, taking advantage of obscuring terrain, and deploying quite defensively here and to try and limit the damage coming through. We'll see how aggressive they go once the game begins. Then Drukhari deployment is like so, more bold. I think from them, they know they have more long-range firepower available. So double Venom here. Unit of Witches, unit of Carbonite Warriors inside this one. The Raider just behind, there's 2 units of Witches inside there. The Ravager sitting on the central objective. Then the other Raider with the Incubi, Drazar Master of Blades, the Succubus and the Archon all inside that transport. 2 units of Carbonite Warriors inside their Venoms over on this side. The smaller unit of Reavers just sheltering behind the building. There's the Void Raven Bomber just there on the extreme right hand side for the Drukhari. The other one's just here, can tuck it into this corner. That's the edge of the board here that we're playing. And then the unit of 6 Reavers just again obscured behind this building. So that's deployment done for both sides. No reserves for either army. Everything we have is on the board. Right, so battle's ready to begin. I'm getting a strange feeling here for this game. Space Wolves trying to hide in amongst the terrain as much as they can. I think they've been pre-warned here about Drukhari firepower. It looks like Drukhari are going to have to try and hunt the wolves down here. But we'll see what happens. Hard to tell at this stage. Roll up to see who goes first. And after me, thank you very much. Aaron lets the pirates go first. They've rolled a 6. Okay. And he's rolled a 4. Okay. I think we must go first. Yeah, we'll begin the hunt here. Both sides are going to try and hunt each other down. We'll see what happens. We're going to turn 1. The Drukhari will go first. Alright, so movement's complete here on turn 1. So, as you can see, Drukhari flyers have made some very rapid progress across the battlefield. It's usually the sign of an early raid here from the Drukhari. The jet fighters and bombers are seen first, causing damage, and then the rest of the army follows up. So 2 Void Raven bombers, 60-inch move from them, so 60 inches ends up here somewhere. So moving up here, moving across the Wolfen, drop the Void Mine, caused some mortal wounds, and managed to block a few of his Feel No Pain. Just 1 mortal wound caused, so no models slain. This one's ended up here. The other one's going to cross. I went against Bjorn with the Void Mine, got 3 mortal wounds and blocked 2 of them. It's just 1 mortal wound caused on Bjorn there. So an early strike here from the Void Raven bombers, but not too effective with their Void Mines. Then Venoms have converged on top of the building here, so moving out 16 inches of them. 1, 2, 3 of those. All 3 of those with the Carbonite Warriors inside. Haven't moved the Jet Bikers just here, or the Reavers. The large unit of Reavers has converged on the home objective, just to try and hold that for now. And the rest of the Drukhari force has shifted to its left, heading off in this direction here, ignoring this stronger force on the right-hand side, and instead heading off in this direction. And we've noticed it in a good number of our 9th edition games now that armies of speed do have an advantage. Being able to redeploy or manoeuvre around the battlefield quickly is very, very useful, especially for trying to control the board and hold on to objectives and so on. But we're seeing a shift here from the Drukhari in this direction, moving over to the left-hand side. Ravager here at the back, disembarking 3 inches, moving 7, an advanced move, rolled a 6. So he was back deployed here, but has managed to make some good ground across the board, disembarking just to make his reroll 1s to wound and hit bubble available for these vehicles. Raiders moved across. This got the Incubi and Drazar and the Succubus inside. This raider of the 2 units of Witches have moved forwards, just regular moves, no advancing taking place. And this Venom with the Witches inside has claimed this flank objective. Movement's done for the Drukhari here, some rapid manoeuvring taking place. We'll go on to their firepower next. So it's cruelty here from the Drukhari immediately. I'm going to take this Void Raven Bomber. I'm going to offload all that I have into Bjorn. We've caught him on his side here, so not protected by the squad that's on the other side. So 2 Void Lances, and we'll fire Shatterfield missiles in to him also. So Shatterfield missiles, 5 shots. 3s to hit. No kind of rerolls available. Nice, 5s to wound. We're strength 7, your toughness 8. 5s to wound, and it's rerollable. 1 makes it through. AP -1. So 4 up save.
Passed.
Passed, right, nothing so far. 2 Void Lances. 6 and 1. I'm going to command reroll this one. And it's early, but I'm going to command reroll this. Here it comes. It's a miss, so we'll take that one away. That was the extra one that we picked up at the start of the turn. That's now gone. We'll see if this one makes it through. 3+, strength 9, toughness 8. Makes it through. AP -4. Damage is 3. And Aaron will take 3+, feel no pain. Oh, sorry. 5 up. What? 666. I'll not see that again for a long time. Wow, good dice rolling. Wow, amazing. Okay. Expect to do a lot more there. Okay. Beyond the fell-handed, solid as a rock so far. Alright, so pressing on with the shooting, we're just discussing the new rules here for characters, for the new Lookout Sir. It's maybe not as harsh as we had originally anticipated here. So, I had intended to fire him across against Bjorn, but not so, we reckon. This one's not allowed to. This one's allowed, but this one is not, just the way that the rules for Lookout Sir are written. So models cannot target a unit that contains any character models with a wounds characteristic of 9 or less, with a ranged weapon whilst that unit is within 3 inches of any friendly vehicle or monster unit, or whilst it's within 3 inches of any other friendly units that have 3 or more models. So there's the protecting unit just there. But what's enabled me to shoot here with the Void Raven Bomber, the first one that we've already attacked with, is because it meets these criteria here, which is the unit is both visible, which it obviously is, to the firing model, and it is the closest enemy unit to the firing model. So Bjorn's closer to the flyer here than the protecting unit, so we were able to shoot. But here, the way it's written, Bjorn obviously is not the closest enemy unit. These are, and so therefore it prevents him from firing across against Bjorn. So a little bit more tame, I think, with the new rules for Lookout, so it's not as harsh as we had initially suspected. So we're going to fire at another target, fire at something else here with the second Void Raven Bomber. So we're going to fire at the Warlord. I don't think we're going to do too much, but we'll give it a go. There's invuln saves all over the place here, so we may as well go for the Warlord. 2 Void Lances here, 1 hit comes through, so we're not going to kill him. It does wound, so 3+ invuln save here with the shield. Just a warning shot, and it's passed on a 4, well done. Shatterfield missile into him, 3 shots. 3s to hit, 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through, AP -1, and will take 3+ saves. 1's made it through, it's just 1 damage.
I'll let it go.
He's going to let it go, okay. Bit of pride though, Drukhari have left a mark here on the Warlord, but just 1 wound caused. So you can imagine the Space Wolves here ducking as the scream of the jets is heard overhead, and the bombs being dropped here. A Drukhari raid has begun. If you don't agree with our interpretation of the rules there, then by all means leave that in the comment section. I'm sure it'll be an interesting conversation to have. We reckon we've got it right here, but it's open for discussion for sure. Press on, plenty of firepower to come, but it's not been very effective so far from the Dark Kin. Okay, so we'll press on. We have Venoms on top here. One of them is in rapid fire range. Going to go on to the Thunderwolf Cavalry here. So 12 shots with the 2 splinter cannons. No one nearby to grant any kind of bonuses, so those have missed. 4s to wound. Alright, it's just I've rolled up the wounds there. 2 have made it through, not very many at all. Aaron can take his 3+ armour saves or invuln saves, whatever it is.
Passport.
Double 3. Oh, what an insult, just on the fringe there of losing wounds. Okay, so fouled with that one. The next one is not in rapid fire range, so we drop to 6 shots, 5 hits, 4s to wound, 3 more wounds. we'll test the Thunderwolf Cavalry here. One's made it through, and Aaron let it go. And then the other one dropped dice, and it's 4 hits. 1 wound. Pitiful here, not very good at all. And that's made it through as well. Another wound taken. So I'm going to let it go. Okay, so 2 wounds taken on one of the models. So we'll fire the occupants inside. They are open top transports. So 4 rifle shots from the first squad. In 3s. And 4s. Yeah, 1 more wound caused. A splinter rifle. Okay. There's a blaster in there which will fire. And that's missed. 4 rifles from the one behind. They're all within range 24 here. So those have all hit. And as 3 wounds have come through, it's a good result. One's fouled. Does Aaron want to command reroll that to try and keep the model alive? Otherwise,
yes, I think I will.
Okay, right. Okay, here comes the command reroll.
Yep, he's alive.
Well done. Okay, I've got some labyrinth cunnings to roll up for here. I had a command reroll. Aaron had 1. Just trying to look for 6s. With the Warlord on the battlefield. No, alright, trying to harvest some command points. And the last one, 4 shots with the rifles. The blaster be out of range. And a wound comes through, another 1.
Got him.
Got him. Okay, finally, we've poisoned one of the Thunderwolf cavalrymen. Okay, so that's the Venoms done. Reavers are all out of range. And so I think we'll move around to the other side of the battlefield. Alright, so around on the other flank here. We'll go with this Venom. We'll put it into the dogs. So 3s for hits. This is just outside of 6 inches, so no kind of rerolls available. Just 3 6-up saves. Did save 1. 2 doggies slain. Okay. Now, I think just for my secondary objective, I need to try and destroy a unit of some kind. And again, reckon Murderfang's protected here because these units are closer to me than Murderfang. So Murderfang's safe enough. We'll go for Disintegrator Cannon into the dogs. 3 shots, need 3s. And those have wounded. It's AP -3, 2 damage, so 2 of the dogs are slain. So obscuring terrain here, I can't see through here with the radar, so I'm going to fire upstairs instead against the Grey Hunters. So 3 shots with the Disintegrator Cannon. I'll reroll that one for the Archon nearby to wound. Yeah, so those are wounded. AP -3. 5 ups. 2 5s. I'm just going to double check. It could be AP -4 with a Disintegrator Cannon. We'll see what happens. Yeah, no, it's AP -4 for the Lances. It is AP -3, so 2 5s, exactly what was required. Ravager, he's going to have to go upstairs and try and pick on Marines here. I'll reroll that one for the Archon. 2s to wound. Rerolling that one. Yeah, 2 have made it through. AP -4 this time, so 6 is required. 2 5s doesn't help this time. Okay, so 2 Grey Hunters slain. Not that great really with firepower here, quite pitiful to be honest from the Drukhari. I was expecting a lot better, but Aaron's deployments helped him out here. Cover and terrain, obscuring terrain, and the placement of his models has limited the damage coming through, plus the usual cheesy dice rolling a few times as well. Firepower I think is complete. No charges to take place, so we'll end the turn here for the Drukhari on turn 1. Yeah, okay, the turn's finished. We're still discussing this rule here for Lookout Sir. We reckon it's not as harsh as we'd been expecting here. Pretty much hardly anything has actually changed here. You can't snipe out characters from range. You've got to make sure that character is visible and it's the closest. So it's virtually the same as 8th edition. What has changed is using very small units to try and screen characters. Once the unit's been reduced down in size, then you can bypass that smaller unit and still target the character just behind. But other than that, I reckon the rules are virtually the same as what they were before. But again, leave your own comments and feedback here. and by all means check out the comments and see what others are saying in the comments section below. Always read through the comments and take on board what people are saying. But I reckon we've got the rules right here for that. We'll continue to play on that way. But characters are a whole lot more safer now. For now, at least. Here, turn's finished. Well, Aaron's done morale. The dog's gone. Fouled morale. He's whelping off, running in the other direction. Despite the whistles and commands of the Space Wolves telling him to come back, he's gone. He's away, I'm afraid. So we'll not see any more of the Fenrisian Wolves in this game. But the Space Marines upstairs, they've held their morale. So just one dog running away. The rest have remained. Turn finished. We're going to turn 1 now. For the Space Wolves, how will they respond as the Drukhari move against them? Okay, so we're on turn 1 here for the Space Wolves. I think lesson number 1 when you're being attacked by the Drukhari is not to panic. And so Aaron's not panicking here, ignoring the flyers and advancing virtually all of these and shifting off towards the objective. That's their aim, to get on top of this objective and to secure that. And regardless of casualties coming through, if Aaron can control more objectives than the Drukhari, it's going to put him into a strong position. So both units of Thunderdwarf cavalry pushing forwards. The Wolfen have moved through, the Wolf Lords move through, and then moving as quick as his little legs can carry him. The Venerable Dreadnought shuffling up behind as well. Already defending the home objective. So the Grey Hunter squad's pushed forwards, and then Bjorn's just behind them, and the Iron Priest on standby. He's probably already done the repairs, hasn't he? Restored the wound. Yeah, it's just auto restore. That's his job. Okay, so Bjorn back to full strength. Nice work from him. So then come around to this side where the Drukhari are trying to push on this flank. Aaron's moved out aggressively. Murder Fangs moving up. Blood Claws pushing forwards. This squad's pushing forwards as well. Grey Hunters remaining on top here with their firepower. The third squad pushing forwards. They've received a litany here that gives them 6s popping extra attacks. Yep, here that came from Ulrich the Slayer. Crom's pushed forwards as well. So Space Wolves, these units, they're tasked to go after this flank objective, and they're pushing ahead regardless of the Drukhari advance. The game's starting to liven up here. Space Wolves will push forwards. They'll not slink back despite the aggression from the Drukhari, and the Drukhari need to be careful. Up close, the Space Wolves are far more dangerous. We'll go on to shooting phase for the Space Wolves next. Yeah, I was worried at the start of this game that the Space Wolves might just cower away and the Drukhari be left to roam around the battlefield, but not so. Space Wolves are taking the fight to the Drukhari on both flanks and are closing the ground nice and quickly. So we've got a fight in our hands here. It'll be fascinating to see which direction this battle goes. We'll let Aaron line up his firepower next. Right, so Murderfang, Stormbolter's going to go into this Venom. Force of hits gets -1 to hit rolls against the Venoms. 5s for wounds. Wound comes through and it's saved.
5 pistols.
Pistols hit, so you reckon 4+ for the pistols, then -1's going to be 5s.
1 hit.
Just the one too far away from Crumb for the reroll 1. Comes through and 4 up. No wound taken. 6+ feel no pain for Carbler of the Black Heart. No, so 1 wound taken on the Venom. Right, okay. Grey Hunter's going to fire downstairs and go after this Venom. So there's a plasma gun. There will be reroll 1s available. Downstairs is Crom with his reroll 1s bubble. Haven't moved that squad.
Yeah. So I'll do the Terminators 4.
Yep.
Those bolters first.
Okay. Yeah, this is 2 bolters at 2 shots each, and the Storm Bolter from the Terminator. Okay. Yes, right, -1 to hit rolls, yep. And then 1 comes through. Failed and passed. The feel no pain. Inert to suffering is the ability.
Okay, Talisman.
Regular.
Or
supercharge.
Reroll 1, so we'll do supercharge.
Regular or supercharge. Sounds like a fast food chain option here.
Hit.
It's a hit. No wound.
Upstairs.
Okay, right, so firepower from these units here defending the objective. They're going to go into the flyer, and there could be trouble here. Hellfrost pistol hits the target. It's strength 8. It wounds. Take a 5+ in 1. And we'll have to check here. It's not often you get to fire the thing. I think it's D3 damage, but could be wrong.
Indeed, D3 damage.
D3 damage, okay, so...
If a model suffers any unsealed wounds when this weapon is not staying with a D6 on 6 targets for a mortal wound, okay.
Yeah, there's potential for mortal wounds too. I've saved 1.
Okay.
And Aaron can try and roll a 6.
Yep.
Okay, alright, so 1 wound caused. Yeah, Grey Hunter's next with their firepower. -1 to the hit rolls, so 4s. Bjorn will grant the reroll 1s.
Hit bolters.
And 4 shots from the Stormbolter as well. Yeah, nice bit of Daka here. Rerolling 1s, yeah, that's Bjorn's bubble kicking in. And then 5s to wound.
2 wounds.
2. It's Devastator Doctor at the moment. Okay, so we've saved 1. And then 6+ feel no pain. Yes! Okay, block both.
Okay, Plasma will overcharge.
Yep, rapid fire. 1 hit comes through.
No wound.
Doesn't wound.
Okay.
And Bjorn. Bjorn actually has a heavy flamer. So that'd be D6 auto hits. Oh, just the 1. And Aaron's tempted to come on reroll that one.
I think I might actually.
Ah, okay. 5 auto hits. 5s to wound.
1 wound.
1 wound comes through. -1. Failed. And failed. Yeah, wound caused down to 10. Just put that on to 0.
So as las cannons then.
Here we go. Alright, so battery went just as Aaron rolled the dice. 2 2s. Exactly the score he was not looking for. Okay, so Bjorn's whiffed there with his firepower. Couldn't bring his guns to bear quick enough against the screaming bombers here as they fly overhead.
That's it for shooting?
Both sides really have not performed very well with firepower. No other firepower here at all. These are all advanced, so nothing from them. Charges,
Yeah.
yes, there could be. Alright, so we'll go on to the assault phase next. Alright, so we have contact here. Not too much, but Blood Claws have made it in. It's the unit with the Thunderhammer, Terminator buried inside the units. They've made it in against just the Venom. It's rerolling charges, but twice refused to charge in here with Murderfang. He declared against both. A 9-inch charge would have got him in, but the target here just not grand enough, not epic enough for Murderfang to charge at this point, so he's held back. That's all the charges taking place. So we do have a combat to resolve here, turn 1. We'll see how well the Blood Claws perform against this lightly damaged Venom. Alright, so combat's to resolve here. Terminator, I reckon, gets 2 attacks. Then he gets an extra attack on the charge for Space Marines, and another attack for Berserk charge as well. So 4 attacks. +1 to the hit rolls, so 3s will be hits. So 2 make it through. He is going to be 3s to wound. We're toughness 5. 1 makes it through. Yeah, that could literally destroy us if that goes through. So, come on, reroll. Oh, it doesn't go through. So, damage of 3. I'm going to try and feel no pain these. None. So 3 wounds taken. It bypasses my armor. It's AP -3, and we have a 4+ armor save. Our Night Shield, 5+ invuln, is only for ranged weapons. So 3 more wounds taken. 2 wounds left. See if the chainswords can break through against this transport. So they'll be on 2s to hit. Really helps out that +1 to the hit rolls. Then 5s to wound. Good to see early contact being made here. Space Wolves happy to get stuck in. Oh wow, tons.
4, 6, 8.
8 are all 3. We've passed 2. Yeah, I'll just roll the others. Right, so we've blocked. There's no minus at all. So those have made it through. Need a good few 6s. How about that? That's ridiculous. 1 wound caused. We are down to 1 wound remaining. Didn't see that coming. Both sides struggling to get going here. It's close combat. Struggling for the Space Wolves. And then as the Drukhari are both sides struggling with their firepower as well. But mysteriously, the Venom remains alive with 1 wound left. Alright, okay. Aaron sees the value in fighting again here. It's cost its 3 command points. I might try and steal a command point here. We do. Alright, so we pick up a command point here. But if Aaron wipes this out, it's going to stop me from scoring my points because I'm on the verge of picking up one of my secondaries here for destroying more enemy units in this battle round. But if Aaron destroys this, it will make it equal and it will deny me 3 points. And then plus Aaron will get 2 points for destroying one of the vehicles here for the bring it down secondary. So
okay, so this is the thunder hammer.
Yeah, just finish it off with that. Threes. Threes again. 1 makes it through. I can't stop it, so I just need a 666 to stay alive. No. Alright, so destroyed. Doesn't explode. And the 5 witches inside. One of them slain. Okay, so we'll disembark with the models. And that's pretty much it. Aaron can make a consolidation move. Okay, strange twist going on here. Aaron's consolidated in. I've lost a model. I've tucked all 3 of them in range of the objective. Micro mini battle taking place here. Aaron's since consolidated in. I've made my attacks back. The raider actually hits on a 4+. 3 attacks, they all hit. They're all wounded with blade veins. It's AP -1, so Aaron's going to tank these on the Terminator. Passed. It's made it through. Don't roll a 1 or a 2. Okay, right, 1 wound taken on the Terminator from the blade veins attacks. Hasn't consolidated into the witches, though, standing off from them at the moment. So, okay, good battle taking place here. Small battle, the start of things to come. Both sides will funnel reinforcements in this fight for the flank objectives. This scenario is turning out quite good fun. 2 flank battles taking place here, both sides putting the effort in. Whoever prevails may well go on to win the game. Turn 1 is now finished. Here, morale's not going to be an issue for the witches down there, and the turn will finish at this point. Not much impact from both sides, just the initial phase is taking place here on turn 1, but lots of manoeuvring taking place as both sides rush for the flank objectives. We're going to turn 2 now for the Drukhari. Turn 2 here, as again the game shifting as the Drukhari move quickly around the board. One of the flyers has left the table, that can return next turn. Then the other Void Raven had to really, I couldn't get an angle to turn, so I had to take it off the board. Then the Void Raven bomber here did manage to make a 90-degree turn and move along, so it's headed off in this direction. It's Venoms then, with Carbolight Warriors, all three of them heading off towards the home objective for the Space Wolves. They're going to try and lay down a blanket of firepower against Aaron's units that are holding that objective. Bit risky here from the Drukhari, but they've been forced to move along quickly here with the aggression from the Space Wolves. I think Aaron's going to camp out on this one. There's not too much we can do. We're going to lay down a little bit of firepower with the Reavers, and that's about it. Drukhari are going to focus on the other flank objective, so holding our home objective just over there with that unit of 6, and then this unit here, slight manoeuvring from them just to get within range 18 to fire the blaster at this squad just here. We'll go around the other side. You can see where the Drukhari have moved. So Drukhari continuing to funnel their effort in this direction. So we have the Ravager, Empty Raider at the back here. The Archon's just there, granting the reroll bubble of ones for shooting and wounding. Then the Raiders remained in close combat. Drazar and the Incubi have disembarked, perhaps a bit earlier than usual, but they've disembarked here. And we see the need to fight for this objective early on. Unit of Witches that was here has moved through 8 inches, and then 2 units of Witches have disembarked from the transport vehicle, deploying 3, they're moving 8. This squad has Hypex, which is +2 moves, so they've shifted an extra 2 inches in that direction. They are equipped, each squad, with blast pistols, so at least these 2 squads here will be able to let loose some firepower against Murderfang to try and soften him up. We might have to charge him, but it could be messy. Both sides focusing on this objective here, funneling reinforcements through in this desperate fight on this flank. That's movement done. Here we'll go on to shooting phase, the Drukhari next. Right, so we'll start with the Venoms across here. I'm going to try and poison out these Marines that are protecting Bjorn the Fell-Handed here. Got to operate this carefully here, the Drukhari. If Bjorn remains alive, it may well cause trouble here for our transport vehicles. But we'll see. Rapid fire range then, 12 shots. We'll start with the... Yeah, just trying to think here. There's a Terminator protecting them. This is the problem. Yeah, we'll perhaps rethink this. Hang on a second. We'll just think carefully about which order we shoot. Now, I don't think there's any way around this. Aaron's just going to be tanking it on 2+. He's got to try and bypass that Terminator. He could be a hero here. 12 shots into that squad. Needing 3s. It's good shooting. Needing 4s. Alright, so 5 saves to make. Aaron can tank these one at a time on the Terminator on a 2+. Just about. He's going to pass all of these here. And he's passed all of those. Okay. We'll fire the squad that's inside that Venom. It's the Venom just there. So rapid fire with 4 splinter rifles. 3s. 4s. 5 more saves to make. Oh, it's going to drive us nuts here. We're going to pass all of them. Oh, 1 has failed. Does he take the wound?
Yep.
He's going to take the wound. Okay, so 1 wound taken. A lot of effort to get to that stage. The blaster's going to fire into that squad. Hits. Wounds. It's either going to be a dead Marine or an invalid save. Ah.
Already taken a wound.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's going to be...
He'll just be gone then.
Gone. Oh, you've got a 5+ invalid save. You can,
With that roll, I've rolled a 4.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Not going to come and re-roll that save?
No.
Terminator is gone. Okay, so managed to pick off the Terminator with the blaster. Alright, so now we'll continue with the rapid fire splinter cannons. So again into that squad. 12 shots. Need to hit the target though here. Some misses come through. And just the 2 wounds coming through. So 3 up armor saves now.
Field 1.
1 brought down. Repeat with the other. Venom. Just 1 more save.
Pass.
Past that one. Okay. The occupants inside are going to fire down. I think maybe we'll go for this one. He may be closest. We'll just check our ranges here. Yeah, Bjorn is closest. We'll put 1 blaster shot into Bjorn and then rapid fire with the poison weaponry into the Grey Hunters. So this is poison weaponry into the Grey Hunters. 1 save, not wounding here. Poison not working. Pass through that one. 1 blaster shot into Bjorn. Hits him. Doesn't wound him. Mightily tempted to come on, reroll that one. 50-50 chance. No, I'm going to save it. I'd just like to know what it would have been, though. It wouldn't have wounded. Okay, that's good. Well done. Okay. So we'll go for the Void Raven Bomber next. Everything it has into Bjorn. Shatterfield Missile. 2 shots. I don't think we're going to do this here. 2 hits. No wounds. Rerollable. No wounds coming through. Void Lances. Oh, one's missed. I've got to go for it. I've got to go for the command reroll. Here it comes. We do get the hit. 6+ to keep that. We do. It's a fresh battle round. 3s to win. Got to get both of these to wound. They have. AP -4. Let's go straight through the armour. The damage is... it's a 1 and a 2. Oh no, 5+ feel no pain. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I was going to say don't roll it. It has. It's 2 6s and a 5. 0. I just... gosh. Okay. Remain calm. Okay. So we'll go for... rapid firing with this one, and this squad's closest, so we've got to put the blaster into the regular infantry. So blaster shot. Hits. Wounds. Dead. Okay. -4. 3s. Not gone according to plan here. Could have worked. 2 wounds coming through. 2 3+ armour saves.
1 failed.
Another 1 failed. Okay. Just picked up a few Grey Hunters. That's it. Bjorn is in immaculate condition here. No damage at all coming through against him. So that's all our firepower done on this home objective, the Space Wolves. It's been quite disastrous here for the Drukhari. We'll go round to this flank next. A little bit of firepower against this cavalry force. So blaster into the Thunderwolf cavalry. Hits and wounds. So 3+ invuln save. Pass. Okay. A couple of rifle shots. Splinter rifle shots. No wounds on 2 3s. And then across here, just 4 rifle shots from this squad. The blasters are out of range, just backed off a bit. 666. 2 6s and a 5. Okay, so saves of 3+ on this squad. Okay. 3 of them, yeah.
All passed.
All passed. Okay, so 0 damage on this flank. We'll see if the Drukhari can perform better over on the other side. They better, otherwise Space Wolves could shred them apart next turn. Okay, so we'll start with this one. In close combat, disintegrator cannon is going to go into the infantry. 3 shots, need 3s. Rerolling 1s. 3s to wound. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. So Aaron can tank this on the Terminator. 3+ invuln save. Or Marine saves of 6+.
Well, I have to go on.
Because of the wound. Sorry, yes, carry on. So 3+. Ooh, passed. Passed. Okay, absorbed that firepower coming through. Another disintegrator cannon going to go against the infantry across here. 3 shots. No. 1 wound comes through. A Marine's going to be a 6+ or Terminator 5+ invuln.
We'll go on the Marines.
Yeah, makes sense. No, alright, so 1 Marine slain. Ravager's a bit redundant here of its firepower. We can't go against Murderfang. We'll go upstairs again against the Grey Hunters. 3s. Not good. Dice rolling here. And that does wound though. AP -4, so a 6+ save for cover. Don't keep rolling those dice. Wow. I'm going to confiscate those Tau dice. Oh dear. Okay. Excellent dice roll. 0 damage from the Ravager. So all resolved across here. Some witch pistol firepower to resolve. So following on the character rules, these 2 squads can offload into, at least their blast pistols, can go into Murderfang. It's not going to work with the poison weaponry. The pistol here, Murderfang's in range, we can't shoot him because there's enemy units that are closer, can't reach the others, so we'll leave the pistol. Yes, plasma grenade, but again it's out of range, so we'll leave it. So 1, 2 pistols to fire. Put them into this squad here. 2 hits. No wounds. 1 1 blast pistol, and then we might chuck a bit of plasma over in this direction.
I'm going to play Duty Eternal.
Murder
Fang.
Okay.
So.
Yes, I know this one.
Have the damage.
Well, that is a very well-timed stratagem here. Well played. So you're going to... Oh, we'll fire the blast pistol. Here we go. If we can hit you, we do. And we do wound you. AP -4, so it's going to go straight through. Damage is 2, becomes 1. Okay, so 1 wound taken. And then we'll chuck a plasma grenade up and over the top into that squad. D6 shots, 4 shots. 3s. Wounds, AP -1.
Terminator?
3+. No, wound taken on him. Okay, and then pistol shots, 3. 2. 2 wounds, 2 poisoned wounds coming through. 2 ups for the Terminator.
Fine.
Passed, okay. We'll repeat with this squad. That's a brilliant stratagem to play on Murderfang. Really good. Blast, pistol, hits. Wounds on a 3, yes. Strength 8, toughness 7. And bypasses the armour. Damage. Oh, he'd be virtually dead. Yeah. Other than that stratagem. Superb play. So 3 more wounds taken. So down to 4 left. Okay. And then the pistol shots, or plasma grenade up and over the top. D6 shots, 3. 3s. No rerolls available here. 1 wound comes through. -1.
Fine.
Just about, yeah. Terminator's still alive. And then pistol shots. 2. Nothing. 0 from them. So all resolved across here with the witches. Impact's been quite low here from the Drukhari on this flank. Shooting phase is now finished. We're going to charges next. Okay, so on charges now, they have taken place. So Incubi have gone in, Drazar's gone in, the Succubus has gone in, she's gone through the gap just here. She's in between the 2 ruined buildings. We've charged here 2 units of witches. The other unit's gone through and charged Murderfang, and also this unit of Blood Claws as well. Drukhari need to choose wisely who attacks first. Aaron will undoubtedly interrupt play somewhere on the board, so we need to make our choice wisely of where to attack first. So before we do, just saying, Drukhari, a bit out of their comfort zone. Usually they're used to hanging back, keeping the units inside transports, but you can see they're disembarked all over the place here, and Drukhari are vulnerable at this point. If we don't clear away the space walls quickly, Drukhari may well get stung very, very hard, and we could lose a lot of infantry very, very quickly. Just 1 squad of Aaron's infantry could cause absolute havoc in amongst the lightly armed Drukhari units. But we'll see. We'll choose our first combat here. Yeah, I don't think we can bring Murderfang down. So I'm going to fight first here. I don't want to lose the Incubi getting attacked first by the Blood Claws here, especially with that Terminator with the Thunderhammer. So these are all of our attacks. 4 attacks for the squad leader, 3 attacks each for the rest of the models. 2s to hit for the Clavex, but it's because of power from paint, they're all on 2s to hit anyway. We'll play Onslaught for 1 command point. So 6s will pop extra hits, auto hits. Here we go. Ooh. Nice. So, we'll take away the 1s. Those have all hit. We'll funnel 4 back in for the auto hits. So, not too bad. Then we'll go for +1 strength for our weapons. Drazar is nearby. I'll grant +1 to our wound rolls. So, 4s to wound becomes 3s to wound. Ooh, we've removed a load. And it's that many.
Okay, minus?
-3 for these.
Okay. What, Terminator first then?
Terminator's got tank 1 at a time.
Okay.
There's 1. There's 2. Oh no.
-3?
Storm Shield.
Oh, he's the Storm Shield.
Yeah, he's the Storm Shield dude. Yeah, he's fighting away. Hiding behind the shield, blocking all the wounds. Oh no.
Come on.
Oh no.
Come on.
Oh, he's going to do it. Oh, he died. Is it command reroll? You've got a command reroll to keep him alive. It may not.
Yeah.
He's a hero.
I know, but
The fluff says
no,
roll it.
No.
Tactic says no. Oh, he's going to die. Cold-hearted player. That's crazy. What would you have rolled? We'd have to see. We're itching to know what would have been the score. Oh, it would have been a 6 in defiance. Oh, crouching behind the shield with the incubi of their can openers trying to break through, but the shield holds. But it eventually claims the life of the shield bearer himself. Heroic stuff, but it's kept the Blood Claws unit alive. Fantastic stuff. So now the question is, where is Aaron going to interrupt play? It is going to be Murderfang here against the Witches. Interesting. Okay, so interesting choice. Murderfang kind of in a situation where these units here aren't going to cause too much damage. So we think. So Aaron's going to attack here with the Blood Claws instead. Aaron reckons he can wipe out this squad of Witches just here. Okay, Lightning Claws. So I don't think you don't get Berserk charge because he's not charged. We do get Space Marines being charged though. So 2 attacks, +1 for weapons, +1 for being charged. Okay. 2's to hit. Oh, 2's to hit. Yeah. 3's to wound. Quadruple 4. 4+ in 1 saves. Wish I could roll quadruple 4. Yeah, we found 2. Right, it's 2 Witches brought down. Just take 2 regular models. One with the ponytails and the one with the ponytail. They've all got ponytails. Okay, next one.
So these are chainswords.
Chainswords, tons of attacks.
Reroll.
Ones, no, too far away from Crom. Loads of 1s being rolled, but the 2s will hit. 3's to wound. Yeah, all of them except 1. 7. Whoa, we've managed to keep the Hecatrix alive. Just 1 model remains. And that's it. Alright, so at Aaron's interrupt play, now we're free to fight with all of our charging units now for the Drukhari. So we'll fight with this Hecatrix here. We'll try and finish off that Terminator. He's taken a wound already. So 2's for hits. Too far away for any kind of rerolls. 4's for wounds. Yeah, 1 wound comes through. AP -2. So 4+. 50-50 chance of the Terminator. Got him. Okay, so he's gone. So that model can be removed from play. Not too bad. Then we'll go for... Got to fight with Drukhari. We'll fight with him. 4 attacks. We'll go for... Yeah, watch this, everybody. We'll go for 2's to hit here. We'll fight with the single blade with the Demiclaves. So 2's. Yeah, there's no rerolls available here. They're all wounded. AP -3. There was a 6 in there. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Just extra damage, but they're all 1 wound models. So 6's. Oh, 2 6's. Good. That's really, really good dice rolling. 1 model slain. So the rules say I can fight with him an additional time this turn, so I'll fight again. So 2's. And it's 2's to wound actually, because he's fighting at strength 5 with the single blade and +1 to the wound rolls. No, alright, so 2 more models slain. It's not too bad there from Drukhari. Okay. Right, next, the succubus swinging round in this direction. 4 attacks, needing 2's. They all hit. 3's to wound, fighting at strength 7. And she's using the blood glaive, so there's no minus to hit rolls, and it's +3 strength, and then +1 for Grave Lotus as well, a combat drug. So those are wounds at -3. Okay. 2 saves of 6+. Oh, still kept a Marine alive. D3 damage doesn't matter, it's 1 model slain. He's surrounded. Drukhari will try and disarm him and take him alive. Don't think the Space Wolf Blood Claws are going to want to do that. So that's all the charges done around there. Haven't quite managed to bring those Marines down. 1 lone Marine left. Now we'll do our attacks here, trying to cause wounds against Murderfang. Alright, so we're fighting here with this squad. +1 attack. I've played Hyperstim Backlash just to enhance, to double the effectiveness of that drug. Really trying to pick off the wounds here. So the Hecatrix, 3 attacks. +2 on the charge. With the agonizer, it will be 6s to wound though. 2s for hits, they've all wounded. 6s to try and pick up wounds. There's 1 against the vehicle. AP -2. Oh, saved another 6 coming through. Hekatari Blades, base of 2. +1 for Hekatari Blade, +2 on the charge. 15 attacks from 3 models. Needing 2s. I will check this range now that she's swung round. I might be able to get my reroll 1s yet.
6.
Yeah, 6-inch bubble.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll reroll those. So that's helped. All hit. Strength 3. Toughness 7. 6s to wound. It's a drop dice, so I'll just roll another one. 2. I've made it through.
Minus? No.
No minus at all, no.
Easy.
Pass both on 2 5s. Good play. Next is the Shard Net and Impaler. Base of 2 attacks. +2 on the charge, +1 for the weapon. 2s. They've all hit. 5s to wound. This is strength 4. 2 have made it through. It is AP -1. So 4 ups. Oh, 2 4s! If that had made it through, that would have been 2 damage a time. And you would have been destroyed. Unbelievable. Great result for the Space Wolves. So it is strength for the user, so apologies there, I shouldn't have been rolling as high there for wounding, but it's not making a difference. Aaron's passed all the saves. So we'll fight with the next squad. This is Serpentin, +1 weapon skill, not that's going to make any difference. So the squad leader, just 3 attacks. With the agonizer, all hit. 6s will be good, none. And then 2 equipped with Hekatari Blades, so 2 attacks base, +1 for weapons. 2s. I think we're too far away, yeah, so we'll leave that one. 6s to wound. Nothing. Shardnet and Impaler. 3 attacks. They've all hit. 6s to wound. 2 5s. Oh, okay. Fouled there as well. Their weapon's not really cut out here for bringing down Space Marine Dreadnoughts. All the charges have been and gone. Aaron can now fight back. So a bit of hindsight from earlier on. I'm sure it's already appeared in the comments section. Should have used Agents of Vect earlier on. It's 4 command points now when Aaron played the Duty Eternal. That could have been enough to... You still would have been alive because I failed to cause a wound against you. You would have still been alive on 1 wound remaining. So... But anyway, Aaron can attack you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go into... We'll go into the 5 man.
5 man?
5.
Lady, woman.
Okay.
2s for hits.
There we go.
And it's going to be 2s to wound. Rerolling.
All wounded.
Okay.
5 wounds.
See if we can dodge these. Come on, ladies. Dodge 2. 3 wounds taken. We'll leave it. We'll take that on 1, 2, 3 regular. Which model's just there. So that's that resolved. Then fighting across here.
Maybe. I suppose. They're 2 up armor.
Oh, hang on a second. It's my turn to attack. Actually, yes. The boat. The raider. 4s. Rerolling 1s. No. Yeah, 2 wounds at -1. Oh, he passed again. Okay, now you can fight.
Okay, so 3 into the incubators.
Yeah.
Oh, hit.
All wounded, yeah. Strength 4, toughness 3. 3 up saves. You managed to bring 1 down. Okay, good play. Command rerolls been and gone. I think I've used 1. Maybe I have not.
The 5 phase, I don't think you...
No, not the fight phase. I'll command reroll that. Passed. And I'll try, and I've already harvested this turn, so I've managed to keep them at full strength. Alright, so I think that's combat's resolved across the board. Looking to see if the turn's going to come to an end. Just looking, I'm going to check my stratagems to see if there's anything we can do about this lone marine. His objective's secured, so that's quite important here from a tactical point of view. But we'll do some morale, see if we can fight again, and finish this turn off. Okay, yeah, turn's finished. We can't attack again. We haven't destroyed any units this turn. Aaron's passed morale here. The witches have passed morale, no problem. And then across here, Aaron's passed morale with the unit of Great Hunters protecting Bjorn. So, Turn's finished here. Frustrating for the Drukhari. They've been forced out of their transports to fight, and they haven't made much of an impact. This could be a chance for the Space Wolves to try and make an impact. So much has happened already in this game. It's only turn 2. A chance for the Space Wolves to respond. Once we get into turn 2 for the Space Wolves, I'll give you an idea of what the victory points are at this stage. Drukhari are marginally ahead at this point, but that will change around quite quickly as we go on to the start of turn 2 now for the Space Wolves coming up next. Alright, so we're on turn 2 here for the Space Wolves. We'll summarise points here. Aaron's just picked up 19 points here, surging the Space Wolves miles ahead. Drukhari are on 5. So 19 points. Aaron holds 1 objective, he holds 2 objectives, he holds more than the Drukhari. He's got 15 points there for primaries. And then another 4 points picked up because at the end of his command phase he controls 2 of the central objectives. So very strong on this one. And then across the other side, 1 lone surviving Marine counts as holding an objective. We've only got elites and HQs on that objective, so well played. Doggedly hanging on, and it's brought about loads and loads of victory points. +2 secondary points for destroying one of the transport vehicles on turn 1. So Aaron is now on 21 points, Drukhari on 5. Drukhari have a lot of catching up to do. This scenario is interesting because these 2 armies you reckon in the league should make it through to the last 16 reckon we're going to play, so this may well be a future clash, but so far the Space Wolves are performing better than the Drukhari, so it's good to see them doing well, but still early stages, only turn 2 here, still much to play for in this game. Alright, so moving to the Space Wolves, the game looks like it's swung away from end to end. We're now playing across ways, and Aaron's heading off in this direction. So Thunderwolf Cavalry moving off to their right. That's the 2-man squad. Their target is the Venom just there. We'll go to this flank. Bjorn's moved through. You can now cross the base of an aircraft, so he's gone through in that direction. 8-inch move for him. The Iron Priest just on the objective, and the 2 Grey Hunters as well. Then across here, an advanced move made, moving up slowly, but moving on towards the objective. The Venerable Dreadnought, a useful unit for camping out and doing sentinel duty on objectives, so that moves up. The Wolf Lords moved up onto this objective. The Wolfen have advanced, heading off in this direction, and the 3-man squad Thunderwolf Cavalry heading off towards the home objective for the Drukhari to try and threaten that as well. So spreading out with the cavalry all across the board for the Space Wolves. We'll go around the other side and see the fighting and commotion taking place on the other side of the table. So across here, Space Wolves units, as predicted, lining up to charge in against the Witches. Aaron should easily be able to clear all of these out of the way and try and clear them away from Murderfang. Prepare to move off in this direction, and the Lone Marine remains in close combat. Looking healthier here for the Wolves for sure. We'll go on to shooting phase for them next. Okay, so chance now to do a nice lot of firepower in close combat. 4 pistols first of all into this Hecatrix. 4s for hits. 3s to wound. That's enough. I reckon I just get a 6+ invuln save, which we failed. 6+ feel no pain. And failed that, so she is gone. She had a blast pistol as well, which is a shame. Now 2 squads remain. 1 squad here of 2, another squad of 4.
So...
yeah, Murderfang can shoot. There's a Stormbolter and Heavy Flamer.
yeah, I think I'll put the Heavy Flamer into the 4.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Over into the 2.
Yep, okay.
Stormbolter.
3s.
Rerolling 1s.
For Crom, nearby. Yep, brilliant. We'll just check the ballistic skill on...
I think he is 3.
It's 3, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 2.
He's definitely 2+ weapon skill, yeah. Just making Aaron check here. It's 3+, okay, great. And then 3s to wind.
Get 3 wounds.
This is not good. Witches on 6+, save 1. 6+, no, wipeout. Wow.
Okay.
And D6. I can sense what he's going to roll. 5. Stop it. All wounded. Oh no. 6+ invuln save. No. 6+ feel no pain. Wipeout. Gone. Murderfang. Wow. He's free to charge.
He sure is.
Re-rolling. No. Oh, man. Fantastic stuff from Murderfang. Always the entertainer is Murderfang in our games of 40k, but that's utterly ridiculous from him. Any more shooting? I think there's still more to come. Loads left to go, actually. Okay, looking really good here for the Space Wolves. Yep.
Hits.
This is a bolt pistol into the Incubi. No wound. Okay.
Anyway.
Bjorn here, yeah, heavy flamer. And twin las cannon available.
Yeah.
Loads of targets here. Yeah, the logic here, Aaron's going to fire everything, including the heavy flame at the one upstairs, and then potentially charge the other, the one that's a bit lower.
So, heavy flamer. 4.
Yeah, 4 auto hits. And strength 5. That's 2 wounds. Yeah, save 1. And 6 plus feel no pain. No, alright, so 1 wound taken.
Okay.
Las cannons, 3s. 2 hits, 3s to wound.
Actually, I just have 1 that I got back.
Yeah. Does he? Come on, reroll.
No.
He's going to leave it. That's alright. So I'm going to try and save this on a 5+. We do not. Damage is... 5+ is really good. Guy gets a 6. Okay. 6+. Ah! Nice. That's the feel no pain kicking in. So 3 wounds taken plus the other. So 2 wounds remain. Frost pistol's going to fire up at the same target.
Hit.
Hits. 3s to wound. Got to try and block this. 5+. Blocked with the invuln save. Nice.
We'll do the Grey Hunters then.
Yes, a couple of them remain.
Yeah. So, plasma not overcharged.
Good job. Double 1. Okay.
And the boulder. 2 hits.
2 hits. 5 to wounds.
1 wound.
1 wound comes through. Not saved. 6 plus feel no pain. It's gone off the table. I didn't roll that properly. No. Okay. 1 wound left. Okay. And it could be a little bit more. No, I don't know if there's any more firepower left. Yeah, that is shooting phase finished. There's no bolt pistols in these. They've been swapped out for storm shields. So shooting phase finished. We'll go on to charges next. Looks like there could be plenty.
On 6s.
Yes, there's a litany gone off here. It's gone off every turn. Aaron's been rolling up for it. 6s pop extra hits or attacks. It's one or the other, yeah. So it's just the litany that's coming from Ulrich the Slayer. But shooting's done. Charges next. Right, so charges taking place has been loads. The Iron Priest did try to charge upstairs here to try and reach the top Venom, but failed. Command rerolled and still failed. That's your command points gone.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, interesting. So they've been burnt up. Drukhari still have about 7 remaining here. Bjorn's made it in to the lower level Venom. The Cavalry made it in against this Venom, so now they've been contacted. Our attempt at going after the home objective, the Space Wars, being disrupted now. And then across here, Bjorn rolled 2 6s for his charge, a double 6 being rolled for this charge here, so this squad's come all the way across and has reached the succubus, and Murderfang made his charge, rolled an 8 going into her as well. So a good number of charges taking place. Now the Space Wolves making charges of their own. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Okay, so Aaron's going to fight first. Got to choose wisely because Drukhari could interrupt play. Murderfang's going into the succubus. I've played lightning fast reactions. I'd like to keep her alive. So 3s will be hits here with 8 attacks on the charge. Oh, good job you didn't play that stratagem called Call of the Wild. With another 7 hits coming through. Oh boy.
This would be 2s.
2s to end. It's already rollable. Yeah.
There you go. So that is
7. You know, that stratagem's not really helped to see if the invuln save holds. She's taking an extra warlord trait, granting a +1 invuln save, so 3+. Duh, you're gonna die.
it's flat 3 damage, so
Yeah, 12 wounds. Command rerolls, no point, so we'll try and roll up some 6s, but she's dead. I dropped a dice. I'll roll it just for posterity's sake. No, she's diced and sliced here. Long gone.
up play my stratagem to get a command point back when I kill a character.
Yes, well remembered. It's cost 0 command points. Gain a command point back. Good play. So Aaron now has 1 command point returned to play. You can make a consolidation move if you want to push in a bit further. I'll just take away my Grave Lotus. Grave Lotus, just a flower that grows now on her grave. She's gone. Yeah, so shift in this direction and gone into engagement range against this raider. So, do we interrupt play is the question. These have only gone into her.
Yep.
Right, so there's no real combat taking place just against him. And interrupting play across here I don't think is worth it, so we'll let Aaron carry on, we'll save our command points, and the rest of his charges can fight here. Okay, Bjorn, 6 attacks, 2s, rerolling 1s. They've all hit. 2s to wound. I think it could be rerollable as well.
It's not required anyway. It does reroll, but...
The AP is just going to bypass the armour,
Yep,
and so it's merely going to be 6d6 damage. Oh, it could have been better. That's not it's quite average now. You've got one of each number. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a 6. There's something weird about your dice rolling today. I don't know, just roll heaps and heaps of dice. 16 odd wounds. Right, just not a single 6 there at all, right, okay. So we'll see if we detonate. No, alright, so units destroyed. 5 models inside. 1 slain. So just around the other side of the table, disembark just to there. Vehicle removed from play. There's Bjorn on the other side after just slaughtering that vehicle. Good play so far. I've now got attacks against this Venom with the charging cavalry. If they roll really well, they could bring that Venom down. So you're on tactical doctrine at the moment. So yes, there's a squad leader on 4 attacks. No, 2 attacks base, isn't it? 3 attacks for the squad leader.
3 attacks for the squad leader.
Chainswords. Space Marines charging.
Yeah, so that's the regular guy.
Yeah.
This is the other guy.
5 attacks for him. So 9 attacks in total.
Yeah.
2s to hit.
2s to hit.
Rerolling 1s. There's Bjorn.
Yeah.
And it's all hit. 5s to wound.
2.
Just the 2 make it through. So I'm just going to borrow a couple of your tau dice. -0.
Yeah.
Passed, both.
Okay. And then the wolves.
The dogs, yeah.
6 attacks.
2s.
We roll the 1s. All hit. Strength 5.
That's going to be 4s to wound.
Ooh. 6 wounds at -1.
So I'm going to use these dice. These are actually my tau dice. I've hardly used them for a long time. And they're this is why I always like those dice. No, it's AP -1, so 1 has got through. 2 feel no pains. No, right, it's 2 wounds taken. Could have been a lot worse, but 2 wounds on that Venom. So I'll fight back with that Venom, back around the other side here, needing 4s. And needing 5s, because it's toughness 5. No wounds. So everything's resolved across, there's no other combats. It's now your turn, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, so the Lone Marine.
2 attacks, 3 attacks. 2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's no fresh charges, so 1 attack and chainsword.
2. Yep.
3s.
And a reroll.
Does a wound against Syncope. 3 up save. Fouled. Come on, I want to keep them alive. Come on, reroll that. Passed. Okay. So that's it. Right, we'll see if the squad leader can bring him down. So we'll fight with the +1 strength option. 2s for hits. They're not carbal, so they don't get the real ones. 2s to wound. With -3, you need a 666 to stay alive.
Nope.
Valiant attempt, but no. Finally, the Lone Marine's gone. Sorry, it cost us 10 victory points, him staying alive. And then here the boat fighting, or the raider fighting against Murderfang. 1 hit. No wound. And I think Everything is resolved. Bit of morale, not really anywhere across the board. Bit of a standoff here in this objective. Aaron counts as holding it though. His troops were just elites and HQ choices here. But a real face-off backwards and forwards in this fight. Drukhari losing the battle for this objective. This objective's in trouble and nowhere near that objective. So Drukhari on the back foot here. They've gone out on the hunt. And the hunter has become the hunted for sure in this game. Excellent counter-attacking taking place here from the Space Wolves. And they're harvesting a mighty amount of victory points as well. So it's going very, very well for them. The game's not over. It's the middle stage of the game. We're going to go on to turn 3 now for the Drukhari. They've got to fight back hard and try and wrestle this game from the jaws of defeat. Turn 3 coming up next for the Drukhari. Okay, so turn 3 here for the Drukhari, the middle stage of the game, sensing that the battle could be slipping away from them, but it's not over yet. The Void Raven Bomber has returned from reserve. It's turned up here just to lend some firepower support. We're going to try and blunt Aaron's attack here on our home objective. Reaver's holding position to lay down some firepower. Reaver's holding position here as well. Just keeping these in this flank as a bit of a distraction for Aaron at this point. We've picked up 5 points here for holding one objective, but Aaron controlling the others, and so been denied a good number of victory points this turn. Around this side, this squad that's disembarked from the destroyed transport has remained where it is. They are in range of the objective, and so we'll contest that if we can clear Aaron's infantry out of the way. Pay 2 command points to pull out of close combat and still be able to shoot and charge. With this Venom, the other Venom that was on top has moved down, so there's 2 of them there, all available to shoot, plus the crew that are inside. So still the fight for that objective continues, not quite over yet with that fight across there. And then I'll go around the other side and you can see the situation on the other flank objective. So across here, the other Void Raven Bomber. Space Wolves struggling to deal with these this game. This one's moved across, and we'll be able to offload some firepower to try and finish off Murderfang. And the Incubi and Drazar poised to charge in to try and clear this objective and claim it for their own. We'll go on to shooting phase for the Drukhari next. So I'm going to offload everything I have into Murderfang to try and kill him off. 2 Void Lancers. Oh, I've done it again. I need these hits to come through. Command reroll. Failed. 3's to wound. Failed. There's nothing I can do. Shatterfield missile. 1 shot. And it's missed. Oh dear. I don't know, I'm just speechless. Okay. No firepower available from the Drukhari. This transport's pulled out of close combat, so can't shoot. The pistol's out of range on the Archon. Ravager. We'll let loose some firepower into those advancing Thunderwolf cavalry. 3's. Rerolling. 2 hits. 2 wounds. 3+ invuln saves. Big dice rolling required here. First, well, it doesn't matter. Snake Eyes. Oh! Ooh. Gonna have to command reroll one of them. Yeah, okay, here it comes. Past that one. The damage on the other. Oh, it's a 1. There's nothing I can do. 6+ to harvest the command point. No. Oh, he got off so lightly. Snake Eyes and just 1 wound caused. Unbelievable. Disintegrated Cannon next. 3 shots. Rerolling 1s. 4's to wound. Rerolling 1s. 2 wounds make it through. 3+ invuln saves. Passed 1, failed the other. It's 2 damage, so one of the Thunderwolf cavalrymen's gone. I'll try and put the Void Raven Bomber into these, the one that's just arrived. So we'll go for 2 Void Lancers. Aha! 2 hits. This pilot's better. No, it's not. Breathe. Remain calm. Shatterfield missile. If I roll a 1, there's a 4. Let's go. Ah, good shooting. 3's to wound. Nice. AP -1. Doesn't matter. 3+ invuln saves. Okay. 3 saves required. 1's made it through. 1 wound caused. Okay, just off camera, fired these. The blaster did manage to take out one of the Wolfen, so good result. And then I reckon we'll fire the other Reavers just here. Again, going to go into the Thunderwolf cavalry. So fire the 2 blasters. Rerolling 1s. Yeah, I can see the Archon's just there, so he's got the 2 hits. Rerolling the ones for the Archon. No, your toughness 5, so that's actually failed. That one's made it through.
Okay.
3+ invuln save.
Passed on 5.
Passed, okay. And then rifle shots will be 8 shots with rapid fire. Rerolling ones. That's accurate firepower here. Please fund Dwarf Cavalry as per usual. Very difficult to remove. I'll reroll this one. 4. 4 saves at 3+.
Okay. 1 wound.
1 wound taken. Okay, so still 2 of them remain alive. We'll fire down here and try and pick off this Iron Priest. So offload all that we have. 1 blaster. Hits him. Wounds him. -4. He's got an invuln save, hasn't he? The Armour of Russ. And it's saved him. Right, what would I have got? I would have rolled a 5! Sorry. Next. 3. This rapid fire rifles here. Hits him. Wounded twice. He could have a 2-up armour save. We'll let Aaron roll up and see what he gets, but this rolled a 6 and a 5 anyway. Okay, right. So then we'll go for... Try and pick off these Grey Hunters just here. So rapid fire with the Venom. So 12 shots in total. So looking for 3s. 4s for poisoned. 3. Normal saves of 3+. A 6. 2 6s and a 5. Okay, and then we'll fire the other Venom into them again. This is not too bad at all. And then falls to wound. Not very good. 3. 3 saves of 3+. Oh, snake eyes, and they are gone. Right, so Grey Hunter's gone. Cleared off the objective. So I still can't pick on this character because the Fundorf Cavalry are the closest. So I'm just going to offload everything I have into them. So I'll go for 1 blaster. This is the squads inside. That's missed. Rapid fire rifles. It's going to be 8 shots actually. 3s. Really good shooting. 4s to wound for poisoned weapons. 4 saves. 3+.
More.
2 6s, a 5 and a 3. We'll go for the rifles again. No, we'll go blaster first. 3s. 3s to wound. Yes. 3+ invuln save. Ooh, made it through. Damage is 2. So 1 wound remains. See if we can pick him off with the rifles. Those have missed. Aha! Quadruple 6. So we'll require some saves here at 3+. Got him. And a wound overflowing as well. So 1 model removed. And a wound on the other. Okay. Just looking around to see if there's anything else. I don't think there is. No, shooting is complete. Charges, yes, we're a bit too weak to charge down here. So just sort of sit where we are. But there's other charges to take place for sure. And again, I think we'll hold back across here, but there's other charges across the other side. The Incubi must get stuck in. We'll resolve that next. Alright, so charges have taken place. The 2 Venoms have gone in. There's a lone cavalryman just there. Going to try and finish him off with our blade veins from 2 vehicles. Then across here, Reaver's charging in to try and slow down and stop the advance here from the Thunderwolf cavalry. We've left the Ravager. Is within range to hold on to that objective. Then across the other side, the Incubi and Drazar have made it in. Incubi have gone into Murderfang, and Drazar has gone in to the Bloodclaws. Plenty of charges here as the Drukhari take the fight to the Space Wolves. We've gone to combat resolution next. Okay, so we'll fight first with the Incubi against Murderfang. We'll see if we can bring him down. 2s for hits. No kind of rerolls available. So those have missed. And then it's going to be 5s to wound, +1 to the wound rolls for Drazar being nearby. 4s for wounds. He had it coming. What on earth? One of them's fouled. Those have made it through. They're damage 3, I think.
Okay, -3.
And -3.
You did.
1 6, but so that's 9 damage taken. And then there's all of those. There's another 5, 6, 7, 8 at -3. That's 1 damage a time for them. Yes, Aaron wants to see if he explodes. No, alright, but Murderfang slaughtered here by the Incubi. Fantastic result from them. So we thought about consolidating this direction, but we won't. We'll hold off. They've done their job. They've brought that cursed dreadnought down. Drukhari to fight next. We'll go. We'll go 4 attacks. Yeah. So 2s. 666. 2s to wound. 2 make it through.
Minus?
Minus 3.
3, okay. Terminator? Anyone?
5 plus.
No.
No. And then a 6 plus on a marine. No. Alright, it's 2 brought down. Fight again. 2s. 2s. 3 more wins at minus 3. 3 more saves at 3 plus. Not going to clear the objective though. A 6 has saved another. 2 more slain, but 2 of them vitally remain. Oh. That's all you need to do, is 1 mortal to survive.
Yep.
And to pass morale. Aaron will once again be able to claim that objective. And it's going to be big points here for the Space Wolves. So that's us killing the Drukhari here. We're trying our best, but Aaron's going to pick up a lot more points. There's some more combats to resolve, though. I will get these others finished off. So 2 Venoms. May as well roll them up together. Aaron can't interrupt play here. Doesn't have the command points at this stage. 4s for hits. 5s for wounds. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. AP minus 1. He passed both with the Storm Shield, so 0 impact there. And then the Reavers coming across on the other side. Squad leader, 3 attacks. And then the rest of them 2 attacks each. So that's going to be another 10. At 2s to hit. Like so. And it's Blade Veins, so it's going to be 5s to win. Madness. 8 saves at minus 1. Aaron will just take 3 plus invuln saves. Just trying to saturate them with hits.
Okay.
Wounds 2, 3, a whole model, and a wound. Got the wipeout. They're gone.
There you go. Yeah.
Wow, some result. Okay, Reavers has done a good job. Yeah, so not too bad a result for the Reavers, but they look ahead, and there's some nasty units that could try and take them down next turn. All right, so Aaron's fighting back here.
And here.
Going against Drukhari.
Choose.
3s to wound.
Okay.
All of them.
That's 5. You're not allowed to use dice. Use dice because he did well the last time.
Aye, they're good dice. All right, Aaron, fair enough. I'll use my own. Well, my dice are great. Mine are really good. These are all against Drukhari.
Yeah.
2 up armor save, no problem. Aha. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so we're at background this side. As Aaron survived, so he can swing around and try and take out that Venom with 1 wound remaining. So all of the attacks are going to go into him. As a squad leader, 3 attacks. He was charged. So
Chainsword.
and chainsword, yeah, 5 attacks. 2s for hits.
Reroll 1 for Bjorn.
They've all hit.
Hit.
Is this my turn 3?
Yep.
Yeah, I think you might have Savage Fury kicking in as well. A couple of extra hits coming through. So he's going to roll to wound here with these. And they've both wounded.
3 rounds. Cool.
Saved 2. 6 plus to keep him alive. Got him. Haha. Yep, the actual mount itself can fight at 2s. Savage Fury, another hit's come through there as well to add in.
2 wounds minus 1.
Yeah, and 1 more hit because you got Savage Fury. And it's wounded.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
3. Oh, wow. Okay, we've kept... No. This is battle round 3. You're on Assault Doctrine. AP minus 2. Nothing.
Yeah.
666. No. Destroyed. Detonates. Oh. How many wounds has it got left? Got
That
2.
Yeah, 2. And that's 4.
4, yeah, okay. Think about this one. Okay, I kept the explosions. Took a mortal wound here, but we put 1 on the Thunderwolf Cavalry. I need to remove the models, or disembark the models in just a moment. Lost a model here, but put a mortal wound on the Iron Priest. So, model's been removed from play, and we've disembarked in this direction. Did lose 1 of our number, so 4 of them remain. And looking around, that's us finished now for the turn. So Drukhari have tried to bounce back to some degree. We've just lost another vehicle, so Aaron's going to pick up another 2 points for a secondary objective being achieved, for Bring It Down. And we'll now head on to turn 3 here for the Space Wolves, and it's Assault Doctrine for them. So Savage Fury is going to kick in. It's extra AP -1 on their close combat attacks, and Aaron has a good number of units poised to strike the Drukhari once again. We're going to turn 3 now for the Space Wolves. Okay, so on turn 3 here for the Space Wolves. Points picked up, not controlling this objective. Drukhari have troops on this one. Aaron's lost the Great Hunters, just the lone character holding on to that. But he does control this objective here very strongly, and then this objective is held as well by Blood Claws. So 10 points picked up for primary objectives. Aaron killed another one of my transports, 2 points picked up for that, and does control these 2 flank objectives worth 2 points each here for the secondary for this scenario. So another 4 points picked up for that as well. So we'll give you a grand total at this stage: 39 points to the Space Wolves, 13 to the Drukhari. They have struggled to pick up points here. Aaron's aggression on both flanks has really paid off in this game, and looks like the Space Wolves are gearing up for another assault as they take the fight to the Drukhari. You can't hold back with this scenario. You have to take the fight to both flanks, and the Space Wolves have done that very well so far. And the other thing about it, Space Wolves may not have the firepower and the speed, but your opponent has to be drawn in on the flanks as well, and that suited the Space Wolves very well. 9th editions, the changes aren't too vast to the rules, but missions have changed a lot here, and we're seeing the armies adapting as best as they can to the new format for the missions. But really, objectives is massive, board control is huge, and the Space Wolves are winning that fight here at this stage. We'll let Aaron complete the rest of his movement here. Okay, so movement done. Aaron ignoring these and swinging through the Wolfen. Rolled a 2 for their advance, 9 inches in total, and then 10-inch move here from the Wolf Lord. The Reavers are their target. They are in massive trouble. And the Venerable Dreadnought, slow and purposefully moving forwards, but he'll camp out on the objective. Tough to remove. If you go near him, he can fight in close combat. And shooting, well, he's got the Blizzard Shield, plenty of wounds, and a little bit of feel no pain as well. Then across here, I think Aaron's set to clear his home objective. Bjorn swung around. He has his firepower and close combat ability available. Remaining in close combat here against the Venom. And then here with the Iron Priest available to shoot and charge into the Carbolite Warriors. They just haven't been supported enough. It was a valiant attempt on the home objective of the Space Wolves, but they're too soft to deal with Aaron's tougher units. And then around this side, maintaining close combat here, and then a fresh wave, perhaps the final wave, moving in. Blood Claws, Crom, Ulrich the Slayer preparing to charge into Drazar and the Incubi. What a showdown here on this flank. It's been an enjoyable game. There's sort of incremental multi-layered charges taking place from both sides. We'll go on to shooting phase for the Space Wolves next. Okay, shooting phase has been resolved here. Crack grenade thrown caused a wound on the Reavers. Across here, heavy flamer shot round here burnt out the Carbolite Warriors, all 4 of them brought down. Then las cannon fire and a pistol fire upstairs has brought down all of the Carbolite Warriors except one, the one equipped with the blaster. So there's hardly any Drukhari left now on the Space Wolves home objective. Then round the other side, 2 Incubi brought down. There's firepower coming from here, and also supporting firepower coming from the Grey Hunters upstairs as well. And Drazar took a wound from pistol shooting whilst locked in close combat against the 2 Grey Hunters. Shooting done. We'll go on to charges next. Alright, so charges taking place. It's gone exactly... Everything's gone exactly right, hasn't it? For the Space Wolves. Okay, so all the charges have gone ahead here. Crom's gone in. Ulrich the Slayer's gone in. They've both gone for Drazar, Master of Blades. I was really looking forward to these potentially showing down. They have at the middle stage of the game. This unit of Blood Claws has swung around into the Incubi as well. Across here, Wolfen have charged in. They rolled high enough that they could skirt around the edge just to get closer towards the Drukhari objective. And the same, an 8 being rolled here, -2 for the piping, so 6-inch charge going around the Reavers. And across here, Crom not Crom. Bjorn the Fellhound has gone into the lone Drukhari warrior, and that is it. So we'll go on to combat resolution next. The Drukhari have 3 command points, so they could interrupt play if they wish. On 6s. Yeah, Savage Fury is kicking in here. Aaron is going to attack first with the Blood Claws. There's no Termination amongst them, but they're going to get tons of attacks, and it's all going into the Incubi here.
And she's re-rolling ones.
Yeah, because of Crom, yeah. They've all hit. Plus there's 2 6s in there, so...
Additional hits.
Yeah, that's just Savage Fury. 3s to wound. The ability that Space Wolves have just to blast in with tons and tons of hits. Really impressive.
2 adults, that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 13.
13. I'll roll my own dice here. Yeah, 13. Oh, it's -1 because of Assault Doctrine. We're on a 4-up armor save. 1 dice has dropped. But we'll just calculate what we got here. So we've passed those. This one needs to be re-rolled. Just been passed. 6 plus feel no pain. Got them. Ah, Incubi cut down. They were attacked first and they have been slaughtered. Alright, that's it then. Drazar stands alone. And I guess he must interrupt play and we'll fight against Crom. Oh yes. Okay, so 2 command points being paid. And we'll spend our third. 6s will pop extra hits as well. So Drazar to fight Crom. Here we go. Got the 6. So that's 5 hits. It will be strength 5 plus 1 to the wound rolls, 2s to wound Crom. They've all wounded. That's as good as we can do here. That 6 will become 4 damage.
Okay.
So Aaron can roll that separately on a 4 plus invuln save. No. It's trouble.
I think we must use our
Single command reroll. Gosh, it's going to be tight here. 50-50.
Got it.
Passed. Blast.
Okay, and then 4.
4 more saves. These are 2 damage at a time. Surely you can't survive. No, 6 wounds taken. Crom's been slain. Drazar, Master of Blades, has been the master of this fight. The icicle axe shatters from the attacks from the alien can opener. Okay. I think it's only if I charge I get to fight again, so I think that's it for Drazar, Master of Blades. So that's his attacks done. Maybe Ulrich the Slayer can get his revenge. Plus these other 2 Blood Claws fighting. But that D3 damage axe has gone from Crom. Okay, here we go. See if revenge can take place here. Ulrich the Slayer.
All hit.
I got triple 6. Oh no, Savage Fury. 4 more hits.
Okay, so this is strength 5.
3s to wound. All of them.
All of them, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
9.
Right, you're banned from those dice for a month.
1.
9?
Yeah.
Oh dear. At -1. So we're going to go to a 3-up armor save. Should be able to pass that, no problem. There's trouble. I've got no command points left. 2 damage a time.
Damage each, yeah.
6 plus feel no pain. Past 1. We're on a wound. Drazar's dead. That is revenge in its purest form from Ulrich. Ulrich the who?
Slayer.
The Slayer. So you've well and truly claimed that objective now. There's no Drukhari left, just limp dead bodies on the ground here, but they have been eradicated from that flank objective. Drukhari do not have much left here at all. Resolve the rest of these combats here across the board. Alright, so combat's resolved. Bjorn, no problem at all, bringing down the last of the Carbonite Warriors, and he's consolidated back onto the home objective, so mission accomplished for him. They've staved off the attack. And across here, mincing through the Reavers and consolidating onto the home objective of the Drukhari. You now control all 4 objectives.
Yep.
Oh dear, okay. Alright, so turn's finished and we reckon the game is over here. Drukhari, there's no way back from this. Space Wolves now control all the objectives, and I've got a couple of empty transports. A very frustrated Archon at the back, and that's about all that we have. A few flyers, but Aaron's ignored them, and he's concentrated on the objectives, and it's paid off here. A vast amount of points been picked up, and a great slaughter has taken place. A great story has unfolded here. The Space Wolves have taken the fight to the Hunters, to the Drukhari, and they have prevailed. A noble victory to them for sure. We'll get a final score. Both the rules say that if both players are happy to end the game, then both sides will get points picked up. So we'll get a final score here in this battle. Okay, so we have a final score. It's really just Drukhari picked up an extra 3 points for slaying.
I have to calculate my engaging all fronts because I'm actually...
Oh, right, there's a potential to score engaging all fronts as well, so there's more points can come in. Currently, Aaron's on 39. We'll let Aaron have a check here to see if it's doable. This is table quarters, I think, here. He's going to check to see what he can score. Drukhari picked up 3 extra points. We destroyed Crom as a character, so that's secondary for Assassinate. 3 points picked up for that, so 16 points for Drukhari. 39 points plus here for the Space Wolves. Yeah, it does have table quarters here, so 3 points picked up for that, so 42 points to 16 is the final score. It's a grand victory here to the Space Wolves. So that's against my prediction. I thought this would be a whitewash here for the Drukhari, that their firepower would wither the Space Wolves away, but it's not been the case. They've struggled with their shooting, and I think it's the nature of the mission. The pressure to take those flank objectives, and almost immediately in a game, Space Wolves were better at doing that. Their close combat attacks, their charges that took place were more effective than what the Drukhari could mount. Forcing the Drukhari from their transports, usually they like to drift around and assault when they feel like assaulting, but this scenario forced them to attack early, and they were punished once they were outside of their transports, and the Space Wolves set upon them in savage fury, for sure. So, end of game, we'll talk about units of the game here for both sides. I'm going to give it to Drukhari. He fought nobly and took out Crom, so yeah, I'm going to give it to Drukhari, Master of Blades. Fantastic model as well. I
think I'm going to give it to the Blood Claws. The
amount of attacks.
Objective and...
Yeah, they fought nobly for that objective and prevailed in the end. The sheer number of attacks you can get from them just causes trouble for any target that they plunge into. So that is units of the game for both sides. Great battle. Keep a lookout for more 9th edition battle reports here on YouTube and over on the Plus channel as well. We're getting very close to delving back into the Season 8 League, so keep a lookout for League battles appearing on the Plus channel and here over on YouTube as we push deeper into the season and seek to get our final... I think we'll go for the final 16 armies, and then we'll play those final games to reach the final to see who will be crowned champion. It could be either of these armies here, but if you judge it by this battle, it could be the Space Wolves that will be crowned champion. But still plenty of games to go and plenty of factions raring to fight here on the channel. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.